260 residents live in what is known as the iHouse, or the International House, a living environment that is totally different from the typical university experience. The iHouse creates a dynamic, multicultural community for study abroad students. In fact, it is made up of about half Americans and half foreign exchange students, including scholars and families.
I think that country diversity is one of the main goals of International House, because the more diversity that we have, the better the opportunities for sort of new understanding of what's going on in the world. You know, a big chunk of iHousers will come from Europe. I think the countries that have the 10 largest representation are the UK, Italy, Germany, Japan, China, Korea, Chile. We actually have quite a few.
What results from this fusion of identities is a community where students have an experience that isn't just American, but global.
iHouse life is like an international university campus living space. It's interesting, you know, like it's much more interesting. People are much more interested in it. It seems like it's a group of people all interested in the same thing, like they're just interested in the world. I don't know. There's always the questions, like the conversations are different here from anywhere else because they always begin with, where are you from? And that initiates something that makes people talk about their family and their background, where they've come from and where they're going to, rather than where they're at this time.
The thing also is that we all came here not knowing anybody, so we're really like a big family because we didn't have nobody to land on, and here like we met so many people, and when you don't feel good, there is always someone like walking, or you can always speak to someone. That's very good.
While the iHouse serves as a home base for friendships and memories, students are equally discovering other aspects of life, such as the nightlife, or, compared to many European standards, the lack of it.
The party scene. It's way better in Italy. I don't know if it's just San Diego or America, but I mean, you have to go. Clubs here close at 1:30. In Italy, yes, you go there later, but they stay up. They stay open until 6 a.m.
For people who are used to living around the corner from a 24-hour pub, coming to California could indeed be a culture shock.
Ja, ich rede aber auch sehr schnell darüber und I really have not seen much of the nightlife here. Because it's in Germany, I live in the town center, and it's about 10 meters to the next bar. So there's much more nightlife. Everything is going on in summer. It's going on in the streets. Yeah, and it's different here. So if you want to go out here, you have to drive to a club.
But pubs, parties and nightlife actually play a more minor role than they seem. These study abroad students realize that their experience here is ephemeral, so they treat it thus, making the best of their time by traveling and discovering different parts of California and the United States, even Latin and South America.
Because we want to see everything. I mean, it's like, we say like, oh, we're here, let's go to Costa Rica. Yeah, there are people that just say, okay, so for this 4 days break, let's go to Chicago. We're in California.
Ultimately, the International House is truly a unique community. Despite the occasional culture shocks on first arrival, the study abroad experience is unlike any other.
I would I'm so thankful for the choices that I made, and I remember when I was making them thinking I better be thankful, and I am. Like, I'm glad I live in iHouse, and I'm glad that I'm not at home, and I think that this is more enriching than just staying in an American like apartment.
Song,